Greetings, welcome to Nedra Historical, where a story unfolds using tarot and oracle. Alright, this is part 2, messages from Gaia, Mother Earth, and nature. And this will be what's going to be spoken from otherworldly beings, non-humans, aka what's deemed as aliens and other life forms besides humans. And I ask that what is going on behind the scene that we need to be made aware of, because there's strange things that's been happening in the oceans, the rivers, and the seas, and strange things have been taking place in our skies. You can look some of the videos up to see people that have recorded strange things that's taking place in the skies and in the waters. And this popped out. This is the Mystic Martian deck, the Greys, and their personality: utilitarian, organized, and intimidating. So they can be very intimidating to humans, of course, when people have had like encounters with them or sightings of them. But they're very organized. They strategically plan on when and where they're going to show up. Oh, what was that? Was that lightning? Or I don't know. I don't want to see a gunshot. So something about the Greys. Now I'm going to use from, this is a collector card deck, but I'm going to use it in tarot. You can take cards, you can, well, you know, regular playing cards was one of the first sets of cards that was used up. Some people use them as tarot, but there are labeled messages on here. So it says, oh goodness, tsunami. Something about a tsunami, yeah, and I did mention about the water. So, and we are supposed to be having like a active hurricane season. So are the Greys, because you know they have these labs and centers and places in desert areas, mountain areas that they do things behind the scenes. So they may be trying to conjure up some tsunamis to cause us to have some type of disastrous weather. Some of you probably heard of CERN. Look up CERN, C-E-R-N, CERN. Okay, and this fell out. Nightmare. Oh, wow. So far, tsunami, nightmare. So it's going to be sightings of Greys, threat of tsunamis. People may be having nightmares about this, or the whole overall situation is a nightmare. So stay safe and prayed up. And let's see what these beings are trying to pop off, how they're trying to injure and affect humanity. This fell out. What does this say? It says, see the light. See the light. So pay attention to the skies. You may see orb lights, you may see beam lights, just some strange type of lights that's been showing up in the skies. Now some of it is said to be hoax, and some of it is actually not. So, and yeah, people will do things as a hoax to stir up a population of people to, you know, have them all hysterical and riots taking place and all that kind of stuff. Sandstorm. It says sandstorm. So pay attention to the deserts also, as I mentioned. So I would say this. Either way, we may be attacked. Something may take place globally, or maybe even in uh, how would you say that, brackets, and it's going to be noticeable worldwide. Things are going to be disrupted in the deserts. Well, hell, like where you have volcanoes and stuff. As we could see recently in the past 2 months, from the first of when the year started, all the damn planes that fell up out of the sky. So see, the light came out again. So strongly pay attention. See, the light came out again. Pay attention, and most lights are saw in the sky. I mean, hell, you see lights across the oceans and seas with like ships and things, but I think this is heavily saying pay attention to the sky. What is this? Look at that, charging ground, and there's a sea creature. I'm sorry, charging ground. There's a sea creature there. So don't be surprised if strange things start showing up upon our shores. Some of these things are hybrids. Some of them are lab made. I'm pretty sure you guys have, saw those crossbred animals. Like, hell, they may sew a rat to a fish. You're going to see what we deem as hideous looking creatures. These people are trying to make some type of also super soldier. Like, you all are familiar with the cybernetic organisms, like metallic being with human flesh. So my point is, don't be surprised if there's actually some breaking news type footage on something that's not normally seen by us. Next up, masquerade throw. And as I just mentioned a few seconds ago, some of this stuff is a hoax. And some of the hoaxes are to put us in pandemonium, get us all stirred up and aroused. But behind that also is the real thing, you know. But the previous read was pretty much saying Earth is gonna come and give a select group of people a good old spanking that's causing all of this crazy stuff on Earth. Next card came out. What is this? Standoff. So there's going to be a standoff that can be between military personnel and these other beings. Maybe stage, could be reality. We'll see. Sparks. So what this is saying is, it's going to be initiated. It's going to be purposely agitated, aggravated to have this to come about. You hear the police sirens, some type of warning sound or signal is going to go off, and everybody's going to be like, what the hell is that? Then you're going to start breaking news, breaking news. Now, when is this going to take place? I couldn't tell you, but it seems likely, hell, it may happen before 2025 ends. But just pay attention. Terror claw. Ooh. So that, to me, is saying something is coming very fierce like a dragon to rip some stuff apart. Yeah, see, it's a spiritual battle. It's some angry beings and entities versus humanity. But there are some select group of people that really wants to provoke this or hoax this, like things with them are done in like a timely manner. They do things by like moon cycles, seasons, ritualistically. And if it hasn't come to pass when they assign it to be or designated to be, like in their divine time. Then they will pull it off themselves. Next up, river sticks. River sticks. So something may be placed in some rivers around the world. If you don't see any disturbance in the oceans and the seas, that maybe like the first phase of this taking place. Pounce. Yep. And then the attack will take place. It's like he's gonna pounce on unbeknownst out the blue. So I used the Bakugan cards to give that message, and I asked Earth Spirit to use the cards to give that message to see what's going on behind the scenes, you know. But anyways, thank you guys for coming out. I love you, and we will do it again. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.